Hey, what's up, guys? Coming at you with another video today. First off, I want to apologize for simply how long it took me to get another video up here. Um, I just got a full-time job and I'm getting like adjusted to the hours, so I've been going to bed really early. I've kind of had a lack of motivation, honestly. But I'm back. I'm going to do my best to consistently post. Once again, I apologize. So, I want to talk about how I think the Denver Broncos are the biggest wild card going into this season. No pun intended for playoffs. Um, they got Jerry Jeudy. They now have Noah Fant, Melvin Gordon, Philip Lindsay, and their quarterback is Drew Lock. Not to mention Cortland Sutton, who, in my opinion, can be underrated. Like, is going to be underrated this season. Is going to have good production. Um, Vic Fangio is their head coach, and it's odd because his name is slipping me, but they did draft another receiver. Um, Vic Fangio is a defensive coach, and that's what he's been known for. When the Bears made that playoff run that was ended by Nick Foles, he was their defensive coordinator, and he is 60, 61, and he was highly touted as the next like coordinator head coach prospect. It was odd for me to see them take that route. You would figure that you would want to maybe get like players more adjusted to the coach's style, like defense, and get some elite defensive prospects, and kind of have just an offense that can carry you well enough, and the defense take over. So, something kind of like the 49ers this year, but maybe just a bit of a watered down version of that. Um, I really think that Jeudy, first of all, I predicted that Jeudy is going to be probably one of the best players out of this draft, if not. I'd say he'd be a top 3 player in this draft. Young, Tua, and then Jeudy. I think he's going to be that good. I think he's that special. I think wherever he goes, even if it is for a defensive coach like Fangio, I think he's going to succeed. I think he's gonna be a superstar for years to come in this league. So to me, like once again, a big wild card is Fangio, because who knows if he has the offensive like coordinator personnel, like if that offensive coordinator can handle this influx of new talent and a veteran addition such as Melvin Gordon, who is above average. So when you think of A, B, C tier, he's B plus. He's almost A. So that's big. But you also have Philip Lindsay. So and he really didn't get a lot of carries last year, or as many as he should have. And I think with more and more carries, Philip Lindsay actually can be a #1 back. So I'll be curious to see how they split the carries, and if one maybe gets more carries than the other, if that will kind of affect the locker room, or if one will start complaining and really bringing down the morale of the team. Their O line is pretty solid, and Vic Fangio is a wild card, but to me, a even bigger wild card is Drew Lock. He came along nice. He played well last season. But remember, Brandon Allen was the quarterback when Joe Flacco was out. He was in before Drew Lock. So obviously, if Drew Lock was going to be the runaway backup, Brandon Allen wouldn't have even started at all, like in place of him. Like I said, he performed very well. But just like Baker Mayfield performed very well. It could be the same case for him. Baker Mayfield, like I said, played very well first half of the season, and then gets the second season, and then all of a sudden he just looks human. And I'm not saying that Locke was at that level, but it's like the same scenario where someone plays well, they get a lot of hype, they give them lots of weapons, and then all of a sudden you just look like Joe Average. And I wish nothing but the best for Drew Lock, I really do. But hey, who knows? Now to the defensive side of the ball. I love AJ Bouye. I personally think that the Jaguars are fools for trading him, especially for such low compensation. I think Von Miller is going to have a rebound season. I really do. And I think that the loss of Derek Wolfe hurts, but I think for more like emerging linemen, that actually gives him more like gives them more of a chance to really like spread their wings and fly. And you may got some under the radar pieces there. They did lose Chris Harris, which is a loss, but I really don't think it's that big. And Kareem Jackson there, who is a pretty solid corner as well. So that's going to be a good 1-2 punch duo. So Vic Fangio, obviously on defense, is going to be good. Like, he knows what he's doing. He knows exactly what he's doing. It's kind of good. To me, it's like Todd Bowles on the Jets. Like, they went 10-6. They had a pretty good defense. Offense was kind of lacking. But the offense to me is the offense to me is the big wild card. Will Drew Lock really be able to establish himself as a quarterback? I mean, to me, he has the weapons. He has more than enough weapons. I think Fant is a very good tight end. I think last year he had a good year. I think this year he's going to have a breakout season, near Pro Bowl. I think Jerry Judy, to me, he's already one of my favorite players, and he hasn't even played a snap. I know that's kind of contradicting myself when I made that video about CeeDee Lamb, how he hasn't played a snap, and he's earned it. But my personal opinion is that Jerry Judy was pro-ready. Well, first of all, because he came from Alabama, and second of all, he's just he's so elite at everything that he does. And I'll eat crow, I'll eat my words if he's just average or becomes a bust, but I think he's a superstar. I think that offense is a big wild card. See, for me, predictions for them, I think that they're going to be around 8-8, 9-7. If Brandon Allen, I'm sorry, not Brandon Allen, if Drew Lock does pan out. If Drew Lock does not pan out, I don't see them winning more than 5 games. I really don't. Because as good as an offense can be, if you have a bad quarterback, that can really drag down the morale of the offense and the defense. If you don't believe me, look at the Jags after the year after Blake Bortles, and they went to the AFC Championship game. So yeah, so basically how I think is the defense is going to be good, solid, above average, and the offense is the biggest thing to look out for. I think they're going to have some upset wins. I think that now that they got rid of Flacco, who was just a poor veteran presence and a poor attitude guy who tries to still live in his past glories. I think that now that he's gone, that's good. And I think that the Denver Broncos actually could be a team you need to look out for if Drew Lock pans out. If not, then I really think you should reconsider John Elway. I think you need to get him out of there because he so desperately looks for a quarterback. Flacco, Simeon, Paxton, Lynch. The only thing he nailed is Peyton Manning, and that was kind of towards the tail end of his prime. They needed to surround him with Decker, Welker, Julius Thomas, Demarius Thomas. You needed to surround him with all these weapons for him to look elite, and he was elite for that 1 year, but other than that, he was just he was pretty average for his standards. So thank you for watching, guys. Thank you for the support. If you like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys later.